Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Before we proceed to tackle questions for oral replies under Minister of Health and Sanitation, starting from 110, may you, with your indulgence, Honorable Speaker, allow that I call Honorable Minister of Local Government to say a few words on a matter, specifically a matter of national importance, just for the people to appreciate what has happened in Blantyre. I beg to request you, Speaker, sir.
Thank you so much, Deputy Leader. That is in order.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Over to you, Honorable Minister.
Minister of Local Government, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Speaker, to thank the Deputy Leader for yielding the floor. Right Honorable Speaker, a sudden loss of lives in Blantyre, around Mapanga, where a wall of a building fell on workers. We're saddened to have lost 3 lives as we speak now, but more are feared to have been severely harmed. Right Honorable Speaker, I wanted to assure the House that my ministry, in conjunction with other ministries, we are looking at the matter. As you're well aware, public infrastructure in Malawi must adhere to certain occupational health requirements. Unfortunately, Right Honorable Speaker, you may want to take it up as well. You're aware of the Red Star, the so-called Red Star that was then introduced by the late President, Professor Bingu. Unfortunately, an injunction was sought a long time ago. The matter stands still in court until today, probably 15 years later. Along the way, another building collapsed in Blantyre, if you recall, which was housing KIPS in Blantyre, and the owner died in the building. Now, as a government, our priority is the safety of the people when it comes to public infrastructure. I therefore would like to invite all of us as Malawians, and indeed private sector and business people, to consider people's lives first, safety first. Otherwise, we'll keep on losing lives. These are husbands and fathers to children. Who's going to take care of them? So I would like to request that even these matters that have been that have stalled in the courts for so long in the name of injunctions on the Red Stars, for example, until when are we going to wait? Are we going to lose lives? And then we react. I think it's not helping. So I wanted to give an assurance that with our colleagues from Labour, Ministry of Homeland, we are doing all we can to make sure that the public infrastructure is really living to the standards and expectations of the law. I submit, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister of Local Government. Very sad that we have lost lives. And these are some of the things that we could avoid, but because, as you said, some of these injunctions are not progressive. But my office, be assured of any assistance that you require from Parliament. In fact, where is our chair of local government committee? There he is. Please talk to the Honourable Minister. If they need intervention from Parliament, we are here to assist. Let's work together hand in hand. If we need to change some of the laws, that's our job. But safety of our people should be a priority. And indeed, also the coming in of new buildings would also beautify, apart from making sure that people are safe. So it's something that we are ready to work with your ministry, the Honorable Minister, and you just call us. We'll do the needful. Thank you so much. Deputy Leader? Deputy Leader, I don't know if you want to debate on this, but I thought the Minister has raised the issue and we're given guidance. But there's a Casina, if he wants to say something. One or two. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deputy Leader. There's a Casina. So remove the point of order. You want to debate on this issue. You want to contribute. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, and good afternoon. Thank you for recognizing people of the Tagasina to add a voice and support the Minister of Law Government and what you have already said, Honorable Speaker. Mine is a concern. I was looking around and I'm not seeing the Minister of Justice because for a country to develop and for us to move forward, we need to move together as a country. But as the Minister of Law Government has said, and as you had conquered it, it seems our colleagues, our learned colleagues from judiciary, much as they are, we don't have to intervene in their day-to-day work, but some of these injunctions they have overstayed. I was checking. I think it should be over now. It's now over a decade since the injunction for Lady Star and the Blantyre City Council was granted, and there's nothing which is moving. So I thought the Minister of Justice would come in and clarify in this House as to what is the Minister doing to engage the judiciary. So some of these injunctions which have overstayed must be relieved and maybe pave way for development to proceed. Or maybe through the chair of legal affairs, they might also help us to engage the judiciary as to what are they doing for those injunctions which are taking over a decade and nothing is happening and the lives are being lost, like the one which has happened in Blantyre. I remember a decade ago, we also had the same. We had the same in the Kips accident, and then very recently, the law government, they are moving people along the road to a new market. Anyone can go and get a relief from the court. And that injunction will stay there for a number of years without any action being taken. So I thought the Minister of Justice can come in and clarify on that one. I submit.
Thank you, Dezakasina. Any takers on this? Nkota Central, are you want to comment on this issue? You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for granting an opportunity to the people of Nkota Central constituency to make a contribution on a point of national importance and agency. I first would like to extend my condolences to the families of those that have passed. But beyond that, I would like to propose that we have a more comprehensive reflection on the issue in general. A building has collapsed, and immediately we think the challenge is that some of the buildings are not worth their time and should have been taken down by now if it were not for the injunctions that were obtained by the respective owners. Well, that could be part of the problem. But I think the problem is broader than just legal or judicial. In Lilongwe, for example, a lot of places that should have not been developed for residential purposes have been developed. Rivers have been overtaken, river courses have been overtaken by residential structures. People have brought earth from different places to fill in river courses and develop houses. As I speak, if you drive towards the State House, opposite Four Seasons, someone is filling in a river with the view to develop something around. In the area 47, it's not a strange sight to see somewhere where water used to pass, somebody has filled in that space, they have developed it for residential or commercial purposes. Even where you have the new market along the bypass road, along the West Bypass Road, people are building right in the river. And it's interesting that the Minister of Local Government, who has jurisdiction over that market, is the one who is bringing this up. I want to ask the minister in passing to say, have you visited that place where you relocated the Waka Waka market to? People are building right in the river. And if you were to do that, in countries that do that, you'd have to have a lot of technical expertise, a lot of technology for you to be able to manage the water that still passes underneath. But in Malawi, we don't have that capacity. We just allow every Jim and Jack to build anywhere, including where rivers pass. Are we not sitting on a time bomb as a nation? Because if you examine the problem broadly, you will notice that the buildings that are just collapsing on their own would have been built in a place where they shouldn't have been built in the first place. There's a reason why in the natural setting of things, rivers are given, or water is given a way to pass. That you call a river, a marshland, or whatever you want to call it. And there is a reason why there is an upland where people can build. Because the earth does breathe. It breathes like a human being. Dziko limapuma. Ndipo kupanga manyumba, malo mene dziko limapumira. What do you want to, can't understand. But all this is happening when you have authorities that have to regulate this. How often does the city council, for example, inspect the sites that are being developed? How often do your officers go around and say, you can't develop here? Surprisingly, all these people have leases. Government has given them leases, either through the back door or proper lease granted by the minister because they're politically connected. So while we point fingers at the court for delaying to decide on the injunctions that were obtained by those that had dilapidated buildings, we should also point fingers at ourselves as politicians. We haven't managed this country well. You can't be building anywhere and everywhere when government is there. What is the government doing? Then why do we have government? If we can be that chaotic, why do we have government? I'm not saying this government only. It's been the all of the day since 1994. I'm not putting blame on the DPP government of today. No. Every government has done that successively. And we continue to do that because politics has overtaken everything in the country. So if we are to address this problem, today we are talking about it as a small tragedy because only 3 people are involved. One day, I think this country doesn't need to be told this story because we are coming fresh from the Social Hill incident in 2021, where a whole mountain came gushing and the water overran a lot of buildings. We're all there crying. But we can't even learn from that disaster and we keep allowing people to build in the rivers. What's happening in this country? Where is leadership in all this? Have we given up? I submit.
Kotakota Central, I feel you. I hear you, only that we don't have to start pointing fingers. We should do this together. We are talking of buildings. You know what is going on in my head? Since I was born, I've seen tea plantations. I've seen sugar plantations. Now I want you to take a drive. Go and see our tea pickers. Go and see our cane cutters. They can't even afford a motorbike. Yet these people occupy large spaces of land. We need to sit down, they finance the lands, the local government. Lease deeds, they can always be renegotiated. If government is not maximizing its benefits from these plantations, it's better we take away those leases, grow apples that will benefit us. We need to make an assessment. How much forex are we getting from this tea? How much forex? Malawi has 3 big factories of sugar, and yet our sugar price is the most expensive in the SHADRICK region. So it's time we start looking at these things and see how much best we can maximize our benefits as a country. We need to improve our people's lives, but we don't need to point fingers. As politicians, indeed, some of the judiciary matters we cannot discuss here, but we need to engage them. Some of these injunctions are bringing us back. I remember the issue of the Indira Gandhi Memorial Conference Hall. By now it would have been done, it would have been helping us, it was a donation. But someone decided to go and get an injunction because of a name. We lost out. So these laws sometimes need to play in a way that they should also help the citizens. If you go to lower states, every year we have floods. Some of those floods are man-made. They've pushed our people to the rivers, they are planting this side, our people are suffering, but what are they helping us? It's individuals that are benefiting, not the people of Malawi, not the government. So I applaud the minister for taking that stand, and as Parliament, we are ready to help. The Red Stars were done in, was it in President Bakiri Muruzu's time? Kamuzu's time. Until today, we don't have the guts to say, no, this should be done, because someone has put an injunction. So we need to work together, judiciary, us, and everyone, so that we should achieve the dream of our president, the dream of having a beautiful city, a beautiful country. It can be done with us. It can be done with us. Let's dream together, and let's do it together. Thank you so much for that. I see a point of order, leader, deputy leader. I'll get back to you on the point of order, Deputy Whip. Let me attend to the Deputy Leader. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the matter which is on the table is indeed a serious matter and a matter of national concern. I would want us to curtail the debate, but as we do that, I would want to ask your office to consider looking at the issue of injunctions, number one. We must deal with this animal once and for all. It is a matter that is denying people justice, delaying justice, and some people have died leaving their issues not sorted out by the judiciary. So we want to submit to your office to seriously look into that. As for issues to do with the constructions in places where are protected places, the Honorable Minister of Public Works will at the appropriate time come up with a statement in the House to discuss the measures that government is putting in place. With that, therefore, I move that we curtail debate and we revert to questions for oral replies, starting with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. I beg to move.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. We have 16 minutes left for question time. When we are about to, we'll advise, maybe you could extend the time. But let me take the point of order from the Deputy Whip.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. When you started commenting on the matter, I thought you were going to say a word or two. But then I started seeing that you started joining in the debate. I'm like, we are missing a lot of your debates on the floor. But since you are now there, I think the Honorable Minister knows that we need to respect your office so that the debates remains for the members of Parliament. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker.
So I'm a speaker who can't speak. No, these are things that we should genuinely, honestly, and candidly discuss. It's got to start somewhere. And it doesn't matter whether it starts from the Minister of Local Government, it starts from my office or from your office, Whip. As long as it's going to help the country, I think we should encourage that. But I take it, I get your point, and I'll make sure I speak less. Honour members, I've taken note, Deputy Leader, on the proposal. You move my office, and we're going to act quickly. We'll be able to meet the judiciary and find a way forward amicably to discuss and see how we can progress. Honour members, let's now go to general business. Okay, with questions to the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, starting with question 110, coming from Chirazulu Nguludi. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving the opportunity to the people of Chirazulu to confirm that question number 110 appearing on today's order paper is indeed coming from Senior Chief Ligoswe and Sabtia Haj. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Health. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for his question, which is to ask the Minister of Health and Sanitation when permanent building will be constructed at Malawi Health Center. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawi Health Center indeed has a catchment population of 36,785 with a population of 8,460 for women of childbearing age and expected pregnancies of 1,840. It is 5 kilometers away from a Christian Health Association of Malawi CHAM facility, St. Joseph Mission Hospital. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawi Health Center was formerly a child-based care center constructed by DAP. It started offering family planning services in the year 2010, and a year later it expanded into a dispensary and eventually a health center offering more and comprehensive healthcare services. Mr. Speaker, sir, the facility, however, lacks maternity unit despite having a high catchment population and considering the fact that Malawi Health Center does not have a building that was purposely built to serve as a health facility. I agree with the Honorable Member that indeed there is need to construct a proper building for the health center for the people of Malawi to be able to access quality health services. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm pleased to report that the facility is included in our plan at Ministry of Health and Sanitation. And I would also like to let the honorable member to leverage additional resources within the district council, as at the moment, the ministry is actively looking for resources. May the honorable member leverage the CDF and other support that can be found at the district council. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Health. We'll take 3 supplementary questions, starting with Sanje Central. You have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Sanje Central to ask a policy question as a supplementary question. Mr. Speaker, sir, government made a policy decision that specialist doctors will be provided with transport to be able to make scheduled visits to our district hospitals so that more Malawians, more especially those that are living in rural areas, are able to get specialized services from these specialist doctors. So far, these doctors are not yet mobile. It's only people that are able to get to our central hospitals that are provided with specialist services. I would like to find out from the minister as to when these specialist doctors will be provided with transport so that they're able to visit our hospitals. Last week, Mr. Speaker, sir, you may wish to know that the people of Sanje Central also complained that it is becoming extremely expensive to bring people from Sanje to Queens, because one trip is costing about 450,000 just in fuel. But if these doctors were able to visit, they will be able to take care of many people that need their services. So we are interested to know as to when this policy decision will be implemented. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Sanje Central. We go to Zomba Malosa. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving people of Zomba Malosa to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Health. I would like to ask the Minister of Health what position now for Domasi Community Hospital that has been stalling. I remember the Minister assured me that funds
Zomba Malosa, the way you speak, most of the time, speak like that so we can hear.
Okay. I'm trying to be quiet now, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister of Health about Domasi Community Hospital. She assured me last time that funds have been found for the completion of the Domasi Community Hospital. So I wanted to know how and when maybe the work will start, because by finishing that hospital, I still insist to decongest the Zomba Central Hospital that is being overwhelmed now. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Zomba Malosa. Nchisi West. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for allowing people of Nchisi West to have a talk with the Minister of Health. I stood in this House, Honorable Speaker, requesting the government or the Minister of Health to consider completing a health center at Kalasankua, whose works had been stored then. I stand today to report that after discussions with a number of stakeholders, the hospital was completed, and it's now time for you, Minister of Health, to have the hospital opened. Through your office, I wish to invite the Honorable Minister of Health to Nchisi West so we can have the health post opened. Once opened, this will serve the people of Bingavura, Chimbalu, Ntuta, Mwansangu, PHIRI, and the surrounding areas. Beyond that, I want to ask your minister to consider opening a health center
which the community had built with the CDF funds, Masokore Health Center. It has been staying idle for almost 2 years now. Your minister may consider having this open as well, so that the people from Somba, Masokole, Dete, Chikwakwa, Gonondo may as well get health services closer to their homes. Thank you, I submit.
Thank you, Chisi West. Minister of Health.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the people of Nchisi West for their question, which is to ask, to extend an invitation to my ministry to officially open Karasankua Health Center that has been completed. Mr. Speaker, sir, this invitation has been received, and my ministry will wait for an invitation from the DC and the DHO's office so that we can officially open Karasakua Health Center. And also he asked my ministry to consider opening Masopole Health Center, which at the moment was completed but is lying idle. I would like to request the honorable member to liaise with the District Health Services Office to cross-check on what else is remaining and why the facility is not opened. If it is a matter of just opening ceremoniously, then it is not a problem. My ministry will consider doing that, but I'm interested to know what else is remaining. Sometimes there could be some equipment, some last touch-up works that needs to be done so that we can support in making sure that it is done and it is properly opened. I would also like to thank the people of Zomba Malosa who asked my ministry for the position of Domasi Community Hospital. Since in this house, I promised that funding has been there and that construction will resume for Domasi. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to assure the people of Zomba Malosa that the position I made in this house, that Domasi Community Hospital construction will resume, has not changed. As I speak, just last month, the donor, together with the staff from my ministry, went to Zomba Domasi so that the donor can appreciate where the structure currently is and where we'll be starting from. Having done that, the donor has given us a go-ahead that construction can resume at the Domasi Community Hospital. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me also thank the honorable member for Sanje Central for asking a policy question to my ministry on the transport that is given to specialists, yet specialists are not traveling from maybe the central hospitals to Chikwawa or to Sanje to help conduct some of the needs that are there. Mr. Speaker, sir, indeed, specialists are provided with the transport, and it is a fact to say that we have few specialists in Malawi. And my ministry, under this government, is working hard to make sure that we recruit and we train more specialists. I'm sure we have all seen the waiver that is there, and we are in the process of looking at how many specialists in what fields that may be needed so that we can beef up to the list and to the numbers that we currently have, which are not enough. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also like to notify the House that my ministry has plans to make sure that specialists are also available in district hospitals and also in the community hospitals. That is why the recruitment that is going to take place, and also we have partners that are assisting the ministry to train specialists. I would just mention a few. Some will be trained under SEED Global Health. We've also recently had a bilateral discussion with the government of Morocco that are also assisting us to train specialists. And even under the USG, there are all those recruitments that will take place. All these efforts are my ministry under this government, ensuring that we beef up the numbers of specialists that we currently have. And I would like to assure the honorable member from Sanje Central to say soon we are going to deal with the challenge that he has talked about. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Minister of Health, for those responses. Honourable members, we now go to question 176. Question 176. I see a point of order in Chinji North. Yes, what's gone out of order?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting the people of Nchinji Northeast to rise on a point of order. Is it in order, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the Honorable Minister to finish responding to these questions without telling this August House the landmark achievement her ministry has registered by entering into an agreement with International Blantyre Blantyre Cancer Center? Mr. Speaker, sir, your committee undertook a field visit to IBCC to appreciate its operations. We had found out that the center is the state of excellency, where everything that you need in terms of specialized medical care is there. One of the recommendations, key recommendations from the committee, was for the ministry or Malawi government to go into safe-slave agreement. Last week, media was awash with stories that the ministry has finally entered into that agreement. That tells you, Mr. Speaker, sir, that now government will save at least 3 billion that it was spending on outbound expenditure for specialized medical care in Tanzania, South Africa, Kenya, and India. I thought the minister here would at least inform this August House of the landmark development her ministry has registered, especially looking at the fact that the Malawi government now will be spending forex. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Mr. Speaker, sir.
You will keep reminding this minister always, because she's a hard worker and we are proud of her. Honourable Minister, do you want to say something? Yeah, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me quickly just mention that indeed there is a plan to share with the House on the progress that my ministry has made. Having said that, we've been indeed spending a lot of money, forex, to send people to India. And when this government was getting into government, there was a lot of backlog in terms of the list of people that needed to be exported to India for medical attention. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is indeed a landmark that my ministry has signed this agreement with Blantyre International Cancer Center, and an update will be brought properly into the House with a full report. And I would also like to let the August House know that today we have launched Exa Health Community, and
Yes, Deputy Leader. I thought she was on time, but you can extend. You can press your mic. Yeah.
Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to move a motion that we extend the time to allow the Honorable Minister just to wind up. I beg to move.
Honour members, we have a motion to extend time in order for the Minister of Health to finish responding to the issue raised. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honourable Minister.
thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, Sam. I was also adding, saying that my ministry today has launched surgical camps here in Malawi that will be conducted in Mzuzu Central Hospital, Kamuzu Central Hospital, and Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital that are targeting 300 patients that have surgical needs. And the target is underserved populations, those that have been standing on the list that were meant to be taken maybe to India or somewhere else. But today, within a week from today, 20th to 31st July, all these surgical operations will be conducted. So it's also a huge milestone for Malawi and us as a government in general. And we have partnered with the Exa Health community. I just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. With that, I will also be looking at the report from our committee that went to IBCC so that we can also be handy when you need us. Honourable members, it is now 15:02. Yes, Leader? Yes, we need your guidance for tomorrow, Deputy Leader. Are you taking us on a vacation?
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to give a guidance for tomorrow. We would want to continue, and we will continue with questions to ministers for oral replies, and therefore I would want to encourage members to come tomorrow, to all come. We will be tackling questions posed to Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Minister of Justice, Minister of Defense, and also Minister of Homeland Security, Ministry of Labor, Skills and Innovation, and also Agriculture and Minister of Information if we have time. So let us all, and I want to make this plea through your office, that all of us tomorrow wish to come here on the right on time, and also be in the house so that we dispose of the business. Next week is going to be a very busy day for Parliament because it's a week for bills. But we needed to get disposed of the questions to ministers. Thank you very much. I would want to give that direction. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, Deputy Leader. Indeed, let me also thank the whips from both sides for the initiatives they are taking to make sure that members are in the House. We have seen an improvement. I still believe we can do better. Let's continue so that we give our people value for their hard-earned taxes for us to be here. With those remarks, honourable members, I now adjourn the House to tomorrow 9:30 in the morning. House adjourned.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.